Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful week. Today I am listening to an artist that a couple of you have been requesting me to do for the longest time, for months and months and months. An artist I've never listened to before, Stacey Q, and her debut album from 1986 called Better Than Heaven. So this video is a viewer request and I don't know anything about her. All I know is that this is a pop dance album. I don't even know what she sounds like. There are 10 tracks. I don't think I've heard any of these tracks yet, and the album is 40 minutes. It does say that her best known single is Two of Hearts from this album, which is the opening track. So let's get right into it with track number 1, Two of Hearts. She sounds like Madonna. Okay, and that was track number 1, Two of Hearts. Oh my god, it's like if Madonna and Kylie Minogue had a child together, and the result would have been Stacey Q. Definitely a lot of fun to listen to. Is this going to be one of my favorite 80s songs ever? Probably not. It's just pure bubblegum pop, and honestly, it was a joy to listen to. It put me in a good mood. So now let's move on to track number 2, We Connect. Okay, and that was track number 2, We Connect. I think I might prefer We Connect over Two of Hearts just a little bit. I don't know, I have to go back to Two of Hearts. I'm liking the production, my body is moving and grooving. I will say though, I feel like these aren't the most memorable songs in the world. I don't know if I would continuously listen to them, but they are getting me to dance, which is a plus. But anyway, now let's move on to track number 3, Insecurity, which is essentially me right now with this hideous thing on my chin. I'm very insecure right now.
Tell Dr. Q everything from the start.
I like that part. Okay, and that was track number 3, Insecurity. I love all the synths on this album. It's a lot of fun to dance to. And I really like this song. It's catchy as hell. I'm gonna say that. It's already stuck in my head. And I'm definitely liking tracks 2 and 3 more than track number 1. Like I said earlier, Two of Hearts is her most well-known song and single, but I'm actually preferring the other 2 tracks, We Connect and Insecurity, over Two of Hearts. I don't know if I'm just crazy, but that's what I'm leaning towards right now. Though I will say, the lyrics are nothing to really write home about. Your eyes set me on fire, your absence makes me cry, my heart is full of desire, where are you tonight? Why don't you give your love to me? You're the only one who can set me free. I mean, how many times have we heard those lyrics before in other great pop songs? But This album isn't about the lyrics, in my opinion. It's about dancing. I feel like this album is all about putting you in a good mood. It's bubblegum, dance pop, and I'm here for it. It's definitely taking me back to Kylie Minogue's earlier albums, like her debut album and Enjoy Yourself. So now let's move on to track number 4, Better Than Heaven. Okay, and that was track number 4, Better Than Heaven. This was such a sweet, beautiful, and cute song. It's just so cute. I feel like this is definitely a song that could have been on Madonna's Like a Virgin album. It has that aesthetic to it. When I'm with you, it's better than heaven. So adorable. I mean, if you're having a bad day, if you're feeling like crap, just put on some Better Than Heaven by Stacey Q, and it's gonna put a smile on your face. It's gonna make you feel good. It's making me feel good. So now let's move on to track number 5, Don't Let Me Down. Aww, it's like a lullaby. Okay, and that was track number 5, Don't Let Me Down. This is the cutest album in the world. I would have liked to have followed along with the lyrics, but it looks like there was a mistake and someone put the lyrics of track number 2, We Connect, in this song, track number 5, as well. So there's a bit of an issue there, but I liked it. It was reminding me of Olivia Newton-John. This sounds like a song that Olivia Newton-John would have released maybe on her Physical album. I did listen to Physical, the album, a few weeks ago, last month, and I really like that album. I mean, 5 tracks in, and I'm really enjoyed this album. It's a classic, feel-good 80s album, and oddly enough, my least favorite track on this album so far might be 2 of Hearts, which is really weird. I don't know, I really have to go back to that song. I don't know if I'm just missing something, but I'm definitely preferring the other tracks over the first track, 2 of Hearts. So now let's move on to track number 6, Music Out of Bounds. I love all the sounds in this song and this album. Yeah. Now everyone is asking me just what these boxes mean to me. 'Cause dance all night is good for you. So we don't care what else you've done. Okay, and that was track number 6, Music Out of Bounds. I loved this song so much. Probably one of my favorites on the album because of the production, those synths, and just how electronic sounding it was. And it was very interesting. I'm actually really loving the production on this whole album. I mean, I imagine quite a few of these songs played at a lot of parties back in the 80s. Hey, if I was around in 1986, if I was a teenager or a young adult in 1986, I would definitely throw on some Stacey Q and have a dance party. I feel like creating a playlist of 80s Madonna, 80s Kylie Minogue, and 80s Stacey Q all in one. So now let's move on to track number 7, Love or Desire. Okay, and that was track number 7, Love or Desire. Oh my god, the synths on this album and this song in particular, and just the whole production, it's giving me an eargasm. An ear orgasm, you know what I mean. Eargasm Central. That is what this album is. I mean, kudos to the production. I mean, it's marvelous. Do you really love me? Are you gonna love me from the heart, baby? Love or desire? What is it you hope to find? I need to know. Love or desire? What do you have on your mind? The age-old question that any teenage girl or young adult woman asks herself about a man. What do you have on your mind? What does he have on his mind? Love or desire? More often than not, though, we pretty much know what he has on his mind. 99% of the time. So now let's move on to track number 8, Don't Break My Heart. You are the one who captured my sweet caress. Don't break my heart, baby. Tell me you're good, baby. Don't break my heart, baby. Heart, baby. Kisses like fire, melt all my tears away. Okay, and that was track number 8, Don't Break My Heart, and I'm a little indifferent to this song. I didn't think it was very memorable. She just kind of says the same thing over and over again. Don't break my heart, baby. Don't break my heart, baby. Don't break my heart, baby. I don't know, to me, it was a little uninspired, and I was a little bored. But though I didn't care for the actual lyrics and vocals, I like the production, once again, just like the rest of the album. So now let's move on to track number 9, He Doesn't Understand. Okay, and that was track number 9, He Doesn't Understand. These songs are catchy as hell. This one, the production. I'm hearing so many interesting sounds on this album that I typically don't hear on an 80s album. I don't know, maybe I have to listen to more 80s albums. And to be honest, I'm not even really paying attention to the lyrics. I am reading them and I'm lip syncing to the lyrics, but I'm not really paying attention to them. I'm just focused on the actual synths and the sounds and just the overall production. It's so good. I don't know if I'm overreacting. Maybe I am, but This album is just so much fun to listen to. So we have come to the end of the album, ladies and gentlemen. Track number 10, Dancing Nowhere. Oh, fuck me. Yes, track number 10, Dancing Nowhere. Hands down, this is one of my favorite tracks on the album. Definitely more rock inspired. I heard the electric guitar and I love this song. It kind of reminded me of a song maybe Billy Idol would put out. So that is all 10 tracks of Better Than Heaven, Stacey Q. I didn't think I would love this album as much as I did, and I thoroughly enjoyed this album. I loved all the tracks, even the tracks that I was a little indifferent to, I still enjoyed, and I could definitely see myself listening to this album in the future. For me, the highlight was the production. It was so electronic and so many interesting sounds, the synths, and it was definitely very unique. So what did you guys think of the album when you heard it for the first time? How popular was Stacey Q back in the 80s? And were you a huge fan of her? And since we're on the topic of 80s artists, there is one artist from the 80s in particular that I'm really curious about. Debbie Gibson. I watched The Celebrity Apprentice a few weeks ago, and she was on one of the seasons. And she kept saying how she was this big star in the 80s. She had all these great albums and songs, so I want to check out her music. And I'm also curious to check out other Stacey Q albums in the future, because I loved this album so much. So I think that's all I want to say, and thanks for watching, guys.
You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Twitter, you can message me, you can tell me other artists I should check out, and look at any artists from any decade, you can find me on Apple Music, and so on and so forth.
So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.